Hello, I'd like to welcome back to Rayman Forever. But I'd like to actually start with something a little bit different. School starting. Also, his butt looks like a plum in this image. School starting for me, which has the unfortunate consequence that I will be unable to record properly, as in time-wise. I will be at school from 8, and because the bus traffic here is disastrous, I might even have to leave sooner. Well, 8 is actually pretty soon. Because of bullshit traffic. And I'm only 11%, wow. And by the time I'm done, it's already way late. It's like 17:15 or something, and I have to go back, and it's like another couple of hours. It's like, holy fucking shit, people. And that's going to be like that for a couple of weeks until the project kicks off. And when the project kicks off, I'll have lots of spare time. Boy. Now, they say you can't truly respect free time unless you actually... Look, I like how this happens. Look at him. It looks like he's... look like he has angry eyes, but... They say you can't respect vacation without having experienced the torment that is just being away from home for a long period of time. And I'm actually looking forward to learning stuff again. On top of that, these episodes will become educational again. Also, before I forget, I can do this now. Yep, I can do propellers now, because I'm magic. At least my hair is magic. Jesus. Jesus Ace Parmesan is turning in his cheesy grave. He's a wheel of cheese for a reason, people. Down! Dear God, those are some really nasty jumps. Oh, I must have touched the ting up there. You're wondering what the futz I'm doing. It's that this platform has some really weird physics built into it. As in, releasing it at just the right time, but it's really difficult to gauge what the right time is! Whatever's up there, and I assume it's a bloody Lectune for some reason. I can't reach it. I can't. There are two options. You're actually supposed to reach it from some other location. Yeah! And let's have bouncy cloud section, please. Yes, after all that pain you're putting people through. Oh, that's a really weird place to put a checkpoint, because that really wasn't too hard to get here. Compared to some of the shenanigans you've been pulling lately. It's almost too kind. There are two reasons to put a checkpoint not at the beginning. A, the beginning is a really easy part, and the part afterwards is the hard part. Or two, you're a jackass and you don't know how to put checkpoints down. Look at this. Look, this guy thinking he's the shiznit. You're not. Oh, gee, what the frick are these guys about? What are you about, eh? I think you're smart. You think you're smart. You're probably very smart. You've probably graduated college, haven't you? Yeah, I can see that look in your eyes. That look in your eyes as I die, and again, cannot collect 100 tings. Again, the biggest problem with this game is the camera. Or the fact that this game has no camera, and in fact looks all the time in the same weird, irrobust angle. Yeah, I'm not going to play this game when I have long days of school. I'm all for the fun and the giggles and the shiznit, but I am not the kind of guy that wants to spend my only time... I will only be uploading one video per day because of it, if anything. And I do not want to waste that on a game that just makes me shit bricks, because that's not how video games work, people. Okay, what do I do? Because this guy is being very annoying. Okay, that's what we can do. It's a cage. On the rebound. I also like how there's no tune, so you don't even know if there's a cage in the area, so that's really nice. I do like how crawling is an ability Rayman has to unlock. Because he sucks at his job. I don't even know what his job is anyway. What is your job, Rayman? What is it? Can you tell me? Or is that too confidential? Yeah, the Game Boy Color version's much better in terms of design and just overall feel. This feels like a sloppy ham sandwich. And there's not even any ham in it. It's just like a sandwich. Really? Auto-scrolling with thunder, great. This is, you know what your game really needed is another bullshit. Oh wait, we actually did this before, haven't we? Yeah. We did do auto-scrolling before. It was just slightly different in setup. We were chased by a really big spiky ball. And I was like, oh, great. Really like those spiky balls. Big fan of Spikington and the Spikettes. That's so fair. That is so fair. I could see that coming from miles ahead because the camera, look at how much screen it covers. There was no way I could have missed that one. Also, apparently, during invulnerability frames, you don't interact with objects at all. As in, I didn't pick up that power-up. That is the sign of a lazy programmer, by the way. Because it means that when invulnerable, it just turns off the interact with function, which is a really cheap way of doing things. You want to have some sort of attack function that does that for you. That way, anything new that you might include will basically still work. On the other hand, I did get this platform for free, so it's only fair that I wait a bit. I am rushing it a little too much for my own good. There is too much saliva on this cake for me. And don't ask me what that saying means or where it's from, please. What just happened? Wait. Is it the back wall of the auto-scroll? There is only one rule that I think every auto-scrolling segment should have. Well, actually a few. One of which is, don't ever make it faster than the character. 2, the sides of the screen don't kill you. I am afraid enough of the downward direction. I don't need to have just a phobia for the left side of the screen, too. Why would you do that? Why would you make it just instant kill? It's not even taking damage and getting knocked back. It's just, you're dead, you schmuck. Think you can touch the left side of the screen? It doesn't even give you that much room to work with. It's just like, oh, you're remotely close to the left side? Here, go suck a dick. Nobody cares about you. And I'm like, no. What does 5 health give me if, 1, I can fall off by knockback, 2, the side of the screen just... I just shot a brick because I thought the screen was out to kill me. Oh yeah, that was very clear. I could see the next cloud from miles away. It was like, it was no contest. Like, I did not have to get... I have nothing to say. That was just... I'm stunned. That's insane. Insanely bad, of course, but that was just retarded. Then again, I think that's the second time it actually happened. Although one thing, the auto-scrolling section has a much better camera than just regular gameplay. Which is a really good indication that your camera is really bad. Oh, by the way, this is how close I can get to the right side of the screen. Just to show you how bad this scroll section is set up. God. I still don't know why it gives you that power orb. You don't need it at all. The enemies here are easy enough to dodge that you'll come away with like a couple of lives. Like health points, that is. You'll leave with a few HP for your health bar. Also, why is it snowing above or in the clouds? Because snow typically forms at the bottom of a cloud, not within it. Okay, so, yeah, but look at the knockback. That's more dangerous than the actual attack itself. Because it knocks me into the bullshit instant death screen. This is very much an error game, and that you have to learn everything before you can actually play it. Also, that cage, I still don't know what was up with that cage. It was just sort of there. Here's a cage. Have one for free. This was a lot shorter than I thought it. Hey, it's a save point. Gonna regret this, but let's... it's a boss. It's a boss. Great. We need a boss, you know. I don't want to do this. But you know what they say, suicide isn't an option. Which, truth be told, is much preferable to playing this game. Of course, suicide, not murder. I'm not gonna take the bad option. So how do you get down there? Not like that, apparently. Oh, I see. You have to go all the way... Well, that's a very obtuse way of doing things, might I add. Those jumps of just a moment ago, I'd like to call cheating with the engine on. It's pretending that because your engine is bad, it's a feature. Why do I call it cheating with the engine on? Because it's silly. Oh. Yeah, you could have told me that these were not rockets. Or just, told me anything whatsoever. Because this game is like 70%. I'm not going to tell you shit. You see this thing that's happening? I don't know anything about this thing. It's just sort of happening. I figured that would be this. This is an interesting level design. This thing we're going all the... I'm actually going that way. Okay. I figured there was something in that pit because of the spikes missing. I have no idea what I just skipped, but it's probably a lot of content. Perhaps I can make it from this big slope. Nope. I missed the jump for one. I don't even know what all the powers are in this game. Look at it. Oh, he even has the tiny copter. I imagine that the people who made the Game Boy Color game actually used this miniature sprite as a basis for what they were making. For one, it would explain some similarities in their animations. Yeah, this looks remarkably similar. They all fall asleep. Just want the big fist. Yeah. I would not be surprised if there is, in fact. What's up there? Oh, you can! I didn't know you could do that. Still can't look left or right, or what the? For whatever reason, the right trigger is this, and this is the left button. The triggers still don't. I keep forgetting that's a thing. I do like how the looking up camera is much better than the looking down camera. I like how it knocks me back just enough to kill me. Yeah, I'm probably not supposed to hit that thing at all. Whoop! At least this checkpoint isn't particularly bad. Well, that one's kind of bad, but hey, had that one coming. Oh, this... Okay, so you're supposed to get there before any of this. Alrighty then. I'm fly with that. I knew that would happen. I knew that would happen. I knew that was going to fucking happen. I think I know how to do this. You're supposed to get some speed using the slope over here, then use a little de-shrinker to de-shrink. Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm gonna do that. You don't know why? Because I am in reality BA from the A-Team. It's a long-kept mystery, but it's probably the only reason I would ever do this. To give myself a boost. Let's do the same thing, but in the other direction. I have to say, the helicopter itself is very scarcely used right now. I don't know what it is. It's like they're afraid of it, because they realize that the map... Oh, it's a smiley face. That's super cool. But I get the sensation they knew how very bad the camera was. They were like, no, we can't actually do that. It's going to notice. It's going to show. I have to say, enemy placement is always on these really narrow and annoying platforms. They knew what they were doing. The plus side is, they do save everything you get. So no concerns about... Oh, I think I know where they'll... No. I thought that thing would stop me. That looks like a pull that would stop Rayman. Uh-oh. What's, by the way, with this constant transition? So Game Boy Color Rayman has the decency of not just kicking you off, but here it's like, nope, we're gonna kick you straight off. It's like no contest. Yeah, I still get the feeling there's some sort of power-up that lets me go up there. This video is gonna be long, so enjoy it, because it's going to be a long while before another video comes out. Because like I said, school's gonna be long days, hard days, annoying days. The strange part is, it's often not the classes. It's just that they're put so far apart. Like I have a class. Let's where would you? I can't take him over there. Where would you take the little man, little Ray? I can imagine you go down here, but where do you go from there? Maybe I don't even know. But yeah, my problem lies with the fact that there's school and then there's like, oh, here's a big open space. We're gonna give you some assignments, but it's not enough to fill all of the time. You're gonna be spending hours just doing nothing, waiting for that next class to happen. And then you'll have a few tiny assignments to do then. I understand moderation of information input, but gosh. What was that? I still know how to fight these guys because they're just jackasses. Oh, you have to wait a bit until they attack, isn't it? No, it's not that. Do I just jump? No, because then he jumps back and he does a little... What the... Look at this guy! How is that an... The game engine itself doesn't let you fight that guy because he has 2 cool moves. He's too pro for show. Oh, it's an enemy that's gonna squish ya. I'll bet you $1 it does. Any way to preemptively trigger it? It's a moving platform. What? It was I don't even know what I was supposed to... It didn't tell me anything. It's just like, here's an enemy you haven't seen before. Just figure out what it might do. I had no idea what to do. Again, the thing is, I need a manual in this game just to know what I'm doing, or what I'm supposed to do. In La Mulana, I need a walkthrough primarily to know where things are, which is sort of similar here, but here, just the basic game mechanics are completely alien because of how poorly they've been set up. You know what you do when you introduce a new enemy? You put him in a controlled environment. You make sure that you can observe the enemy, realize what it does, and what it's for. So this enemy charges forward towards you, and then you put the player on a high position, and you have the enemy charge forward, so they know, oh, they charge. I'll make sure to take close note of that. If you have an enemy that, like, just sits there for the most part and then quickly attacks, then you make sure that the player can enjoy that. Or maybe they shoot a gun, that you have the player a distance away that they can know the gun is coming. You can't just expect the player to fucking know your shit, Ubisoft. Except in bloody Assassin's Creed. Okay, look, what am I supposed to do with him? He doesn't function in any sort of way. He just sort of is. They get up all in his grill and he like... I don't even... Because tiptoeing with enemies is rarely ever the strategy to fighting them. Because tiptoeing is like, you're putting your face right up in their grill. They will get you. That's how you get it. Interesting. So you're telling me I'm on a moving platform that I cannot jump through that will squish me? That's not design. That is literally I want to be the guy level of game design. You want to know why? Because what do you do is not even obvious. The first instinct would be to jump through him before he squashes you, because normally that's how those things tend to work. There's not even a walkthrough, because I highly doubt anyone wanted to play this game. Oh look, GameSpot has a review on it. Yeah, I have no problem playing the first part of this level again. I just remember there's a no-clip cheat. I said I wasn't going to cheat unless I absolutely had to, but... sorry! Tab over Ray. Backspace. Let's actually take a look around the level a bit. Okay, that's that. We know that. So, there's just a cage in the... oh, I can't go right anymore because the game's like, oh, whoops, you went too far right. Great. That is really bad. Anyway, let's go back down. Zippity zappity zoop. So here is he. And here's the exit, and here's a bunch of things. Yeah, I can't tell you what this guy is supposed to do. Oh, wow. You're kidding me, right? They didn't actually make a bottomless pit tile. They just made the bottom of the screen a kill point. Holy shit, this game is awful! Any modern designer with the slightest bit of ethics is going to laugh his ass off at how poorly designed this is. How naive this design... You can't see this, by the way. I can understand, oh well, you put a ring over there, you make people... but you cannot see this from any angle, because it's way too well hidden. But, because we're here, might as well give it a shot. Okay, maybe you're... oh wow, you actually need the super fist to do this. Because why make game design sensical, you know? Why make a good game when you can just make a game that looks good, that has the impression of being good? Because everyone just looks at the graphics. But at least Call of Duty isn't borderline unplayable in terms of difficulty by being bullshit. I think I'd rather have a game that just panders to everything I do. No, even... how do you make that shot, then? I can only imagine there's some sort of triple jump you eventually unlock that lets Rayman throw another fist. Again, we're gonna try this guy. Gonna do it slightly differently this time. We're just gonna tank it. We're gonna be a jackass, we're gonna tank it. Did that platform... no, you don't... how would the... they put a timed platform at the end of a segment that will panic the player. You're panicked, you're like, oh Jesus is gonna kill me. And then you're supposed to time your jump on a platform that doesn't... okay, so obviously you can use these slightly better than I imagine you could. Which actually makes me interested in doing this segment again just to see how good the jumps can get. I did tab over Ray. Semicolon first. I really like that part, by the way. I wish I knew how to make macros, because I'm very interested in making a quick button for these cheat codes. Yeah, how the frick are you supposed to escape that? Anyway. Okay, so here's the smiley face cage, which is like... oh, that's... okay. Look at how lousy that jump at the end is, by the way. You can't even... Oh, I guess you could look up. But again, it doesn't feel good to look up in this game for some reason. It might just be me being using mind control. This is actually a somewhat logical cage, if not incredibly hard to find. On that note, we're gonna find the other two cages because I never want to visit this level again. This level has gotten on my nerves sufficiently that I really don't want to deal with it ever again. Kabloop! Oh, we're doing one of these bosses, are we? I don't mind. Oh, what the frick? He knows that I can't crawl, does he? He does. He does know that I'm effectively fit. I'm almost alright with this. Just almost. Gosh. I'd like the part where I got to help carry an entire closet downstairs. Yeah, that's just... Oh, I actually... What? Look at how close the boss is to me. This is so weird and so unfair. This is a really weird side-scrolling section. Here's a hit. Wow, really? Okay. Oh, fun fact. The full health cheat code is Christ if you press the tab button. What the? Oh, great! You know what you should always do? Is make it so that your attack can change what it does without having any visual indicators. Look at how clear it was that that was not the same attack as the one that goes in the air. This is such random and really dumb design. I can understand ROM hacks doing this kind of bullshit where, oh look, it's a particle hell. But this is just, here's some attacks, go dodge them. There was rhyme nor reason to it. Yeah, I think we're beyond the point where I can play this with the patience that I have without using extensive amounts of cheats. But that's alright. Can I actually use cheats in this menu? The answer is no. Oh, you can miss. Well, at least he doesn't stomp you for an instant kill like some jackasses think is reasonable. I'm trying to see if there is a difference between the bombs. Wow, so what the f... You're supposed to hit on the first go, despite the fact the game clearly makes it obvious that you're not supposed to stand too close to him. And I missed, because this game is fucking bullshit. I want you to note that it takes a long period of time for him to enter his attackable phase. On top of that, it is very easy to miss. I really hope they stop with the way too big bosses. And suddenly he's like, hey, I'm cool with you. Yeah, this doesn't make up for anything. So next time, we go to the Blue Mountains. This game has the weirdest difficulty curve I've ever seen. It just oscillates and it never stops oscillating. In the middle of levels, it goes from, oh, it's alright, to holy f... I'm exhausted. Not just from pulling that closet piece around. Just this game is exhausting to play. I'm going to find something else to play, like La Mulana. When I play La Mulana, I never get tired because the game is done well. It doesn't feel like the game is just punishing you for not knowing exactly how it's put together. It's because you were an idiot and did something stupid. By the way, the axe is kick-ass. That thing does 5 damage and just whacks enemies silly and looks so cool. And here you've got an anemic fist throw that does barely anything to anyone. Wrong button again.